Hey guys, this is Brittany Lyons of Brittany Lyons Art and Interiors, a boutique interior design firm based in Dallas, Texas. And today we're going to be answering all your questions about countertops. As you can see, I have a beautiful slab behind me, and I am at Texas Counterfitters, one of the sponsors in my One Room Challenge this spring that I participated in. And we're going to chat with Lisa, who is my rep, and she's going to answer all the questions that we have. Lisa!
Hi, Brittany.
How you doing today? Well, thank you so much for meeting me here and letting us walk through the showroom and answering these questions for my audience.
It's all
So the first question I want to ask Lisa, something that's really popular. Well, first let me ask you, what types of countertops and stones do you guys offer and slabs here at TCL?
Well, we have our house brand of Quartz, and Quartz is very popular. But we also have a plethora of natural stuff. So we carry your marbles, your granites, your quartzites, and the new one, porcelain.
Porcelain, yes. Yeah. We'll get back to porcelain later. So I want to go through and display a particular stone, and then you can give us a description of what that stone, how durable it is, what are the common places that people use them, just typical questions that people would have.
Happy to.
Okay. I see this beautiful slab here. Tell me about this slab.
Okay, so to start, this is a quartzite. And quartzite is one of the most popular natural stones. And people love it because it looks or reminds them more of a marble. I love this stone because it has so many different colors and it looks more 3D. In its effect. But again, you have people that are working with like white kitchens or gray kitchens or whatever, and this works perfectly with that. You can have a stone that is more quiet, but you can also have a stone that is more a diva. It can be more of a diva. But you can use it on the countertops, you can use it on the walls, you can even use it on the floors. Quartzite is extremely hard. We were talking about the differences, I think, between the stones. Exactly. So this is very resilient. It's a natural stone, so like with most natural stones, you'll need to seal it.
Okay, so Brittany, let's take a look at this one. This is a marble. And when people look at marbles or they think of marble, they're always thinking of maybe a white and a gray. But there's so much more to marbles. And also, if you want to touch and feel this one, it has a little bit of texture. It's still soft, it's still welcoming, but it's going to make people want to touch it. And I love the veins. Thank you.
So pretty.
I think it's a masculine stone, actually, but it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Okay, so tell us about the benefits or the pros and cons of marble stone.
Now that's another thing. The thing is, and I always want to remind people of this, there's no reason not to have marble in the kitchen. You just need to know what to expect from it. Right?
What do we need to expect?
Expect marble to age. Expect marble to show some wear. Doesn't mean that it's going to detract from its beauty at all, but expect it to show some wear. It's what I call an heirloom stone, right? So just as if you were to have a wooden pot in your room, you would expect at some point there's going to be a scratch or there's something. It's wood, right? But you can toss it out. So the same with marble. Now I do suggest that the marble be honed and or leathered if it's going to be in the kitchen, because acids, are going to be used in the kitchen. So there is such a thing as etching, which is a reaction to acid in the kitchen from wine or from tomatoes or whatever. Yes. Okay. Right? So what happens is when light hits that spot, it's going to show dull. And if you have a polished countertop, then everything else is going to be shiny and it'll show up. If it's all satin or matte finish, when light hits it, it just doesn't show up as much.
Good point. So this is a home finish because it's not shiny, right?
But if you look, it has a little bit of a sheen.
Okay, a little bit of a sheen.
A little bit of a sheen. but it is a leathered, as if water had run over and it's aged over time and so
Okay.
forth. And you know how you play with texture.
Yes.
It adds texture. Brittany, let's take a look at the quartz.
Okay. This is a really popular option. I know for a lot of my clients, they like the quartz. They just think it's beautiful. The gray and white veining is really classic. So tell me a little bit about the quartz.
Okay, so quartz is man-made, right? It's non-porous. You don't have to seal it. It takes beating, really. You can cut on it. It's going to be just fine. One thing you don't want to do is put anything on it that's going to have a sustained heat, like, what you might have in a kitchen might be like an Instant Pot or an electric skillet or something like that.
Okay.
You don't want to leave that on the quartzite. So use a rag or place it on the countertop, not the countertop, but the stove, right?
Okay.
And use it that way. But quartz doesn't like sustained heat.
Okay. No sustained heat.
No sealing.
No sealing. That's a plus.
That's a plus.
Okay. And then what's the difference between quartzite and quartz? Because for a long time, I just thought it was quartz. I didn't know about
There was a
quartzite.
quartzite.
So let's tell the people about the difference between those two.
Well, again, man-made. Now, the matrix of quartz has quartzite in it.
Oh.
That's what makes it
Good to
heavy.
know.
That's what makes it durable. That's what makes it strong. Quartzite is natural, God made and all of that. You will need to seal it, but it too is hard. It too is durable. It too is resilient. It's actually harder than granite.
Oh, harder than granite. Okay,
Yeah.
that's a lot of check boxes right there.
Exactly.
All right, well, let's see what else you got, Lisa.
All right, come on. Okay, Brittany, let's go ahead and take a look at some granites. Granite was like everyone's first introduction
To natural stone.
to natural stone.
It's still a really popular option too, especially in spec homes. I see a lot of builders use that because I think it's the most affordable option, right?
Exactly. Okay. Exactly. Granite is unique in that it looks more, as I call it, organic, like
Okay.
that side of the mountain kind of look.
Side of the mountain.
Side of the mountain. But it's also very beautiful. Let's take a look at this one. So this one in particular, look at the difference in the matrix and how it formed. Granite was igneous and therefore it was molten at one point and then it flowed and it grabbed a bunch of different minerals and so forth as it flowed and then cooled. This one is unique because you have these kind of geometric shapes in it, the squares and whatever, and it's very interesting and catching to the eye. Granite can also be used in the kitchen. Sometimes you might want to play with different textures of different stones. You don't always have to have the same stone here. So you don't have to have the same kind of color cabinetry and everything.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
That's a cool thing about all actually of these stones is that you can play with them. You don't have to be resigned to just one color, one type, one anything.
Okay, so that's good to know for our listeners. But since I'm just going to take a guess here. Since this is one of the most affordable, if not the most affordable option of stone, I'm guessing it's resilient.
Yes.
It's durable.
Yes.
Does it need to be sealed?
Yes.
It needs to be sealed?
Yes.
Because it's a natural stone.
Because
right?
it's a natural stone.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know what? Can I go into the sealing for you just a little bit?
Please.
People speak of sealing as if it's the hardest thing to do in the world. It is not. It's pouring it on, it's wiping it on, it's wiping it out. It's not something you have to do every month or every 6 months. It just depends on the sealer that you use. But sealing is really simple.
Okay, good to know. And I do want to ask you one other question. You've said matrix a couple of times about the reference to the stone. Can you tell everyone who's watching what you mean by that when you say matrix?
Well, when I say matrix, I'm thinking about the composition, about the different minerals and so forth in the stone. So, you have the lighter portions, and then you have the black, and then you have the kind of crystalline part that's a little bit more translucent in the stone. Whereas, I have another granite on the other side that has a whole other, feel to it.
Okay.
So matrix to me, it really is composition, and it may also include movement. Some stones like this one, for instance, has this more geometric feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
Others may have a more sandstone type look, or serpentine type look to it. So matrix to me, that's what I'm speaking.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure everybody knew, because sometimes people, aren't familiar with all the terms that we use in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. We've looked at quartzite. We have looked at marble. We've looked at quartz, and we're here at granite. So, is there another option to look at?
There's porcelain.
There's porcelain. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to go outside for this one,
and it's hot. It's so hot.
So we're gonna head outdoors.
Look at the Brittany porcelain.
Yeah.
Yes. This is the new kid on the block, right? So you can see that unlike porcelain tile that you're used to, the different sizes and so forth.
Yeah.
This is the same thing,
Okay.
But in slab form.
In slab form, porcelain in slab form. So tell us about the durability and the functionality of porcelain countertops and where they can be used in the home.
We've been looking at everything, and we've been talking mostly about countertops. And you can use porcelain as a countertop. We have used it in bathrooms. We have used it in wall situations, and I think in your project, we used it in your laundry.
Yes.
Right?
So recently I completed the One Room Challenge, the spring edition, and Texas Counterfitters sponsored our countertops for the laundry room and the bathrooms. But porcelain is what we use in the laundry room, and guys, it turned out fabulous. And one of the reasons why I got it was because it's pretty durable.
It is very durable. It is very durable. Things though to consider. It's not through body. So
Okay.
your color is here, and it's almost unbelievably true to marble. I mean, I have to point out that it is
very similar.
exactly that it's porcelain and not marble. So it has its place, and it can go in many applications. You just have to kind of be careful if you're going to put it in the kitchen. If you're someone that really uses the kitchen, but vanity tops, bathroom settings, flooring, wonderful product.
Beautiful. Well, let's get out of this heat
Yes,
and go back inside.
Come with us.
So that's all we have for today. I hope you guys have learned something and found this video really insightful and helpful when it comes to selecting your countertop options, whether it be for the kitchen, bathroom, laundry room, wherever. Now, Lisa, tell them where they can find you and your hours so they can come see you.
Oh, please come see us. So everyone, we are in Richardson, Texas, and Monday through Friday we're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturdays 9:30 to 1:30. Come see us.
Perfect. And if you need an interior designer to help you with whatever space you have going on, please feel free to reach out, call me. My name is Brittany Lyons, and the name of my firm is Brittany Lyons Art and Interiors. And I'll try to put the website on here so that you guys can find me in the comments. I'll put them in the comments. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.